All right, good morning, y'all. What's going on? Give me a second here to silence the stream that's playing on the other end so I don't hear myself double speak. Hold on one moment, everybody. There we go. It's the world's first and only dark skin activist. I'm also going live on my Facebook. Good morning, everybody. It is the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober. I am the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin. It's called Dark Skin Activism. Yes. And I'm just kind of looking around here because it's looking like I might need to wipe my screen. Give me a second. There we go. Wipe that screen. Hopefully y'all can see me better. Good morning, everybody. I am the world's first and only dark skin activist. I'm the reason why anybody speaks on colorism, dark skin. I'm the reason for that. I don't say this out of arrogance. I know people be like, oh, you so arrogant and narcissistic. I'm not. I'm actually telling the truth. How did all of this start? Back in 1998. Actually, let's go back before that. It started in my childhood with the burning question that I had on my mind. I wanted to know why on earth. Good morning, everybody. Good morning on Facebook. Good morning on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. And make sure y'all donate to my End Darkism campaign. But let me go back to the origin story. Back when I was a kid, I was treated differently for being dark-skinned and nappy-headed. And everybody in my family let me know it. Sure did. Sure did. They did. I'm like, I might be kikiing, but it wasn't funny then, okay? And by the way, I wasn't fat and dark-skinned growing up. I was, and I'm gonna get to that. I was skinny and dark-skinned and nappy-headed. You know, that African Buddhist scratcher, that's what they used to call me, insulting Africans. But continue right along. I had a burning desire to understand why in the world am I being treated different for being dark skinned? Like, this is not something that I could help. And even though I couldn't articulate what the problem was, I knew it was something intrinsically wrong. And so I grew up with this desire, with trying to understand, why in the hell am I being treated different from being dark skinned? Why can't I get the same benefits as my light skinned cousin, for example, with the good hair, that baby hair? You know what I'm saying? Nobody would answer the question. So I went seeking. Okay. Necessity becomes the mother of invention. Don't forget that. And I would go to my family, try to talk to them about it, try to get some answers. And I had one family member that would kick me out. She was like, I'm tired of hearing about that dark skin stuff, Rashida. I'm sick of hearing about it. You just jealous of light skin people. That's what she'll tell me and keep me out her house. Y'all, I was so hurt. I was so hurt. Anyway, but that didn't deter me. And I got an opportunity to speak at St. Petersburg College when I had Raheem with me. Shout out to Raheem, my handsome son, Raheem. And he was there, and I got a chance to speak at St. P College. And I decided to talk about dark skin. And that single moment gave birth to dark skin activism, because I focused, because nobody was doing this. You understand me? Nobody was talking explicitly and boldly and methodically about colorism, dark skin, none of that. So I became the dark skin activist. I created dark skin activism from scratch. This was before the internet. That's why people, the people that be like, oh, you're narcissistic. I'm not. I'm actually telling the truth. This is the story of the world's first and only dark skin activist, and how the entire lane of speaking about colorism got created. I'm giving you literally the origin story in a nutshell here. So gave birth to dark skin activism in 1998 by giving a lecture / speech about dark skin and darkism at St. Petersburg College, gave birth to it then. And I continue to develop dark skin activism as an art form, because I'm an actor, I'm a writer, producer, and performer. And I'm the first person to write books only on dark skin. No one's done that before me. Nobody. So y'all miss me with these fake darkism, colorism opportunists. Miss me with it. I'm not impressed. The world's first and only dark skin activist doesn't co-sign. So we're going to keep it moving. I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. Speaking of which, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is one of my books, $40. Make sure you go to either my Cash App. You can pay the $40. You can go to my GoFundMe, or you can go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And I got all the links right here, whether you be on YouTube, whether you be on Facebook. This is the book version of my play, my one-woman play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, where I perform, produced it, all that, directed it, all that. Okay. Again, necessity is the mother of invention. So anyway, yeah, I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. I created this entire lane that no one considered or cared about because they didn't think, not even dark skinned people, understand me, dark skinned people didn't see the importance of talking about dark skin. They didn't see the importance of talking about, good morning, everybody, of dark skin. They simply did not. So I created this lane from scratch because it didn't exist. Okay. Developed it for years, doing through plays, the books, the Darkism talks, all of that. I brought it to the internet and people started stealing from me. Let me repeat that. I brought it to the internet and people started stealing. Okay. The first bit of notoriety, if you will, was from Tommy Sotomayor. He contacted me back in 2014 before anybody wrote books about dark skin, talked about dark skin, talked about it on their channel. Tommy Sotomayor contacted me. Listen to what I just said. He contacted me. I did not contact Tommy Sotomayor because it was a result of me doing my activism that I had took from the grassroots all the way online, and people started recognizing it. So someone sent the information over to Tommy Sotomayor. He contacted me and asked me to come on and appear about my dark skin agenda. I did. That interview is up on my channel. That first historic 2014 interview, before anybody ever talked about colorism, dark skin, darkism, wrote any books. They're all riding my train. They are. Y'all, you got to be fair. Whether you want to be fair or not, they're riding. People, celebrities, people on YouTube, they've stolen from me. So as the years progressed, 2015 came along. I got into a beef. It wasn't Kendrick Lamar. That man don't know me. Maybe he does with the anonymity of the internet. Maybe he does. Who knows? But I got into a beef with Kendrick Lamar. This is something I have been doing. I created a brand of commentary speaking about Black men and darkism, and people came, watched that, and they started stealing. It went viral in 2015 as Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club made me donkey of the day. Now, mind you, the white media had already gotten a hold of my material before Black people did. This was before I went on Tommy Sotomayor. I'd already been in mainstream newspapers, on television, all of that. That's why I said I've been the dark skin activist. I've been the first person to introduce this topic. It's not anybody else that they're trying to give credit to. It's not them. I've been on the grassroots and ground level from day one. People are stealing from me. I don't care what my views are. I don't care if I'm not as famous. I know what happened, and I'm tracking my story through doing these YouTube videos. And I've also written a book that's tracking my story because I don't like it when people lie and steal and scheme from others. Okay, so that post went viral in 2015 where I talked about Kendrick Lamar and his light-skinned girlfriend, and Black people said, what is this woman doing? What the hell is a dark-skinned activist? Like I said, Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club, they even made me donkey of the day. Okay, but then a funny thing happened. People started flocking to my channel at that time. They started making videos on me. They started writing about me, doing all this stuff. Okay. And they started stealing from me. And as even Black women on YouTube, people that never talked about dark skin or colorism, that already had built-in platforms. Understand what I'm saying? They already had built-in platforms because they were marketers and they knew how to build a YouTube channel. They felt like, well, she don't have that many subscribers, so I'm going to steal from her. They felt like people are going in on her, but I like this dark skin thing she's talking about because she has garnered attention to it. It is unique. I never heard of it before. I'm going to steal, study her, mock her, and steal from her. And people began ripping off my videos. Yes, I've had my videos stolen from people on YouTube, and they began studying my content, passing it off to their already built-in channels. And people also began using other dark-skinned females to copy, plagiarize, and rip off my content. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, social media. It's been good and it's been bad because I have been stolen from and ripped off. Trust me. I am the reason people are talking about colorism, and the story is going to be told on a wider level. No matter what people try to deny and say, I know what I'm saying is the truth. People ripped off and stole from my work, period, point blank. And I'm never going to stop saying it. In fact, I'm penning it, writing it down in a book, because when you write stuff down in books, it never dies. Okay. It never dies. The truth is going to be told. So that's the story of the world's first and only dark skinned activist, but you're not me. You can never go back and lay the foundation. You can never be Rashida Strober. You can never be the one that spurred the colorism conversation online. I'm the first to do that. The first YouTube channel, the first everything that everybody else stole from. Anybody that's talking about colorism, you're doing it because of me. Period. Point blank, end of the discussion. I don't care if you agree. I care about what is factual. So it is in that context that I come to you and talk to you about the topics that I do, because I created and invented this entire lane. Now, this morning, good morning, everybody. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hit the notification button, because I do have an End Darkism campaign going where I'm producing my dark skin shows on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. As soon as I lock in a venue, thank you. Quessy's saying something nice to me. Oh my God. Quessy, you're a part of my history too, Quessy. Shout out to Quessy and Kruma Kenyatta. I mean, I know we disagree, but me and you made history as being one of the first colorism, darkism debates. That's a fact, okay? Hate you or love you, and it's a thin line between love and hate. I know I got a bad voice, y'all. It's a thin line between love and hate. I know I got a bad voice. But that's the history of me and Quincy on the internet. Y'all need to go check out our throwback. Shout out to Nyla. Nyla, light-skinned Nyla, is one of the few Black women that knows, she shouting me out that I put this whole darkism, colorism thing on the map. Some of y'all is mad. I don't care if you mad, but I like the truth tellers, and she's light-skinned. Shout out to y'all. Y'all be lying on me, talking about, oh, you don't like light-skinned women. Y'all are lying. My best friend is light-skinned. They even trying to steal that storyline from the dark-skinned activists. I gave y'all my free work, my creative, wonderful, stellar work, and y'all out here plagiarizing my work. We'll talk about me and my light-skinned best friend. Shout out to Shamina, my light-skinned best friend, my light-skinned best friend to the end. Lord, it's only one dark-skinned activist. Okay. I can't believe Quessy is saying something nice to me today. I'm shocked. I am in shock here. Okay. So let me talk about, I don't want to be fat and dark-skinned. Let me tell y'all something. I don't want to be a big dark-skinned girl, okay? I'm not going to sit up here and make y'all feel good. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to throw shade at you. I'm not trying to do that. I'm telling you what the dark skin, all the darkism that I done been through, y'all. I done been through hell and back being a dark-skinned female. Why on earth? I don't want to be a dark-skinned criminal. It's the same principle that applies. It's the same reasoning and logic that applies. I don't want to be a dark-skinned criminal. I'm already dark-skinned. I'm already dark-skinned today, y'all. I'm already dark-skinned. Why? I coined the term darkism, Black matter. I had some stupid Black woman make a stupid video talk about accusing me of saying that I coined the term colorism. I never said that. You can go to any of the probably over 100 interviews I've done. I've never said that I coined colorism. In fact, I was the one that breathed the breath of life in the social media world and told y'all that it was Alice Walker that coined colorism. I even have a darkism course that I teach. I have a darkism course. I've taught 2 classes where I teach that Alice Walker coined colorism. And I tell you where, because I'm not stupid. I'm not ignorant. I'm an academic. I have a master's degree in political science from the University of South Florida and a bachelor's degree in history from the University of South Florida. That being said, I respect academic honesty. I have taught at the college level. We don't tolerate plagiarism. So why would I plagiarize another Black woman's work? I actually teach that Alice Walker coined colorism in my darkism course. And I have been stating this throughout my YouTube videos for the longest. I am the person that actually taught the YouTube masses, Black masses, that Alice Walker coined colorism. Now, I did coin darkism, and that's my copywritten book with the United States Copyright Office. It's called Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. By the way, get a copy of it. It's $40. You can get it at my Cash App, which is Rashidalala, or you can go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, or you can go to my GoFundMe, and I got all the links posted there. Okay. Yes, Black Matter, I do, but I don't lie. I'm a truth teller, and people that are truth tellers could recognize another truth teller. I don't want to be fat and dark skinned. Okay. I don't want people trying to make me have worse self-esteem than I already had to fight through. Okay. And here's the thing. Here's the irony of it, y'all. The irony of it all is that I always felt that people should like my dark skin. But, you know, people have tried their best growing up in my life to try to make me feel like there's something wrong with my dark skin. But deep down, I always knew that it wasn't anything wrong with my dark skin, that they should be liking my dark skin. They should be appreciating my dark skin. I should be on the same level as the light-skinned people in my family, for example. I should be getting the same gifts as the light-skinned people in my family. I should be viewed as beautiful as the light-skinned people in my family. I always felt that I should have some form of privilege being dark-skinned, like the people that are light-skinned get the privilege. I always intrinsically felt that in my heart and soul. And so it's always been this fight between, I feel like I should be valued and respected and treasured for being dark-skinned. Why aren't these other people feeling the same way? So they tried to beat down my self-esteem. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. And I can say that, I can admit to that, because you know what I'm saying? I'm an honest person. I'm an honest person. And so in the times that it works, I get these thoughts in my head. And one of the main thoughts in my head, one of the driving forces behind why I wrote the first motivational book in history for dark-skinned females, called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, is I don't want to be fat and dark-skinned. I talk about that, and I'm sold out of copies of How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. You want that book? And I'm not giving it away for free, because y'all Black women, y'all came on my website, y'all sat there and y'all stole from me. Y'all plagiarized my work. I ain't giving it away for free. It's on Amazon. You want to get it? Go to Amazon and get the book. I wrote about, you know, how I utilize diet and exercise to bolster my self-esteem as a dark-skinned female, because I believe that the fat dark-skinned women, from what I see, the fat ones got it the worst. Okay. Yeah, it's bad when you are a skinny, dark-skinned female with nappy hair. It's bad. It's getting better, because those are the ones, if you look at the white people, at the white mainstream will sit there and put these skinny, bald-headed, dark-skinned models that Black folks will say is ugly. Going back to me creating dark-skin activism. When I gave the lecture at St. Petersburg College, people, I talked about Alec Weck. I still got her on the magazine cover that I bought back in '97. Okay. But the white people, they sat there and they put her on top of on a mainstream magazine. So white people be loving these skinny, dark-skinned, bald-headed females, but the Black people will sit there and will go off on them. So you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the fat, dark-skinned ones, oh my God, they gonna get. I see them get used up. I see them get abused. I see them get attacked. You understand? Here's what I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of fat, dark-skinned women, and I want the dark-skinned women to understand that this is not an attack on fat, dark-skinned women at all. Don't come on here trying to make me out to be an attack dog. That's a good idea, Black Matter. Don't try to make me out to be an attack dog on fat, dark-skinned women, because I'm not attacking no fat, dark-skinned. I empathize with fat, dark-skinned women. Okay, I empathize because I know what they're going through, and I know what's going to be in for me if I ever get fat and dark-skinned. I know they're gonna come for me. I know I'm gonna get attacked even more, and I don't want to live that life. I've seen fat, dark-skinned women get abused by men, and I know some of y'all gonna say, "Here we go, you talking about Black men again." I'm not here to bash Black men. I've always been a defender of Black men, but I've seen fat, dark-skinned women be the main breadwinner. Okay, where they getting up, they going to work, they making the money, they taking care of a dude. Okay, they might have a bunch of kids from multiple baby daddies because they looking for love, they looking for acceptance, and in that looking for love and acceptance, they'll take anybody that will show them some love and acceptance. and the dude just want to sleep with them. The dude don't even want to be with them, right? So they leave them and they wind up having multiple kids, you know, from different baby daddies. This is what they wind up doing. And I'll never forget, and I know this is ironic, but you know, I've always worked. I believe in hard work, so I don't care. As long as you're doing decent, honest work, you put in a decent, honest day work, I'm not mad at you. I remember when I got my bachelor's degree when I was 23. I got my bachelor's degree, right? And at the time, I was looking for a job. I don't remember what was going on. I was, for whatever reason, I was looking for a job. And I worked at Burger King at the time, okay? And there was this fat, dark-skinned woman that was my manager. Okay, she was fat and dark-skinned. Yes, she was. She was a big girl, and she liked to eat. You know, she liked to eat. She sitting up there eating all that food because you know you got like free food and discounts on food, and she's sitting up there just grubbing. And she had a fat, dark-skinned boyfriend. She sure did, and he ain't do nothing. He would frequently come up there with his big behind. I'm gonna try to be nice. I'm gonna try to be nice because people love to try to censor that. You can't censor the motherfucking dark-skinned activist. First of all, you can't censor me. You cannot censor me. But he would come up and he would bring his big behind, his big bloated behind up in there, his big old bloated behind, because that's what he was. Always look bloated, always looking bloated. And he would be getting free food, and he would come up there for whatever reason, bringing food. He'll drop her off and keep her car. They love to drop you off and keep your car. They love to keep your car, honey. They love to keep your car. That's what he'll do. He'll come and drop her off and keep her car. And you know what that means. He probably was cheating on her. While she came in there, and she was a big girl. She was huge. While she came in there and did all the work. Okay. And he ain't had no job. This dude, let me tell you, this dude did not have a job. She was the big girl, dark-skinned breadwinner, okay? She was the big girl, dark-skinned breadwinner. And she was a very nice lady, because that's another thing I be noticing. Y'all love to talk trash about dark-skinned women, but the heavy-set dark-skinned women, she was nice. That girl ain't have a mean bone in her body. And I believe, that's why he was using her, his big behind, using her while she sat there and while she worked. He's sitting back, driving her car all day, probably cheating on her, doing what he wanted to do while she out there doing all the work. And so I've seen this with my own eyes. This is why I'm saying the dark-skinned activists, y'all can't tell the dark-skinned activists. I know what I'm talking about. I created this whole entire fucking lane. Y'all should be thanking me. Matter of fact, if you want to say thanks, go to my GoFundMe, go to my PayPal, go to my Cash App, and make a donation for my End Darkism campaign. Now, if you give in increments of $40 or more, you're going to get one of my books. Okay, I suggest you get all three of my books. They're $40 each, coming directly from me, right? Get all three of them by giving $120. I'll send you an autographed copy. Again, you go to my Cash App, Rashidalala. You can go to my GoFundMe, or you can go to my PayPal, and all of the links are in the description to this live. All you got to do is go there and click it. It's right there. Go click it. It's there. This chick working hard, and she was real smart too. That's another thing. Like I said, I'm not a hater. I love to give people credit where it's due. She had so many damn things going for her. She was smart. Y'all be lying on dark-skinned women, talk about, oh, y'all got attitude. Y'all be lying. She had no attitude. She was very nice. Okay. The only thing, what's the problem? She was dark-skinned and fat. Being dark-skinned is really not a problem. Y'all know what I mean. To people, her being dark-skinned was a problem. And definitely her being fat was a problem. Like, if this woman was slimmer, yes, she would get a better caliber of a man. Yes, let's be honest. I'm not going to sit here in front and lie to y'all and make up shit to make y'all feel good. That is not what the dark-skinned activist is here to do. If she was slim and trim, with a little lace front weave, yeah, she would get a better caliber of a black man. Yes. But because she was fat and dark skinned, she got the bottom gully gutter. She got the gutter rat. Because that's what he was. The gutter butter rats. Mm-hmm. And, so I would witness all these things. And I said, being fat and dark skinned, child, that is detrimental to my mental, physical well-being. I cannot be. I've seen enough of these instances of dark skin mental abuse. And that's another phrase that I coined. Okay. You didn't coin that for the plagiarizers that's out here that love to watch me and copy my work. You didn't coin that. Okay. I saw that, being fat and dark skinned was detrimental. And I said, you know what? It's a lot of things in this society that I cannot control, but I can control being fat and dark skinned. Now I can control. I don't want the bleaching. They can keep that shit. I don't want to mess up my skin. I got nice skin. Child, please. I'm not trying to mess up my skin with the skin lightening because, you can control the skin tone in these days and times by going out there, getting you a bottle of bleach, going and get you some Palmer's cocoa, whatever that crap called. And you could bleach your skin and do all that dumb shit. You can do that. You could do that, y'all. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to bleach my skin. Bunny Jones, you say a lot of fat, dark skinned women, they let themselves go because some of them allow black men to pimp them. They do everything the breadwinner of the house when they need to be selfish and love them. Okay, and you're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Bunny, I have to agree with that. And that's why I said I'm not having it. I can control certain things. And I'm here to say to the dark skinned women out there, and I've had this talk. I'm the first person to do colorism counseling. Nobody's ever done that before. And if they're doing it now, they're doing it because of Rashida Strober. I tell dark skinned women who I come into contact with, the fat ones, and even the slim ones, I tell them, hey, listen, you have got to, and I take my own advice because I'm not going to sit up here and tell somebody something that I wouldn't do. You got to keep yourself slender. Keep the weight off of you. And if you skinny and dark skinned, I let the skinny dark skinned ones know, stay that way. Don't get fat because you're going to do nothing but make things harder on yourself. And I want to get to some of the comments on some of the people on, because I'm streaming on Facebook as well. Kibi Ben, you said, you see my future lady, she's tripping. I go to get her mind right and not let the devils get her. How beautiful is she, y'all? Where's your future lady at? Is she dark skinned? Where is she at? Rosella Morton, shout out to you, said, people choose friends through character, not color. Well, that's true for some of the times, but I do believe that some black men, a lot of black men choose their partner based on how they look, and the skin color has a lot to do with it. Okay. And, I tell these dark skinned women, I've been telling them for the longest, and I've been practicing what I preach. Don't get fat and dark skinned. Do not. You do not want to be a big dark skinned girl, a big girl like that, because you're going to get abused even more. And you're going to get the low key darkism. You're not going to even realize that you're not being treated fairly for having dark skin and being big. Simple things like people walking and holding a door open, a man holding a door open for you. You might not get that as much when you're fat and dark skinned. Sorry. You're going to get disrespected in low key ways by people in society all the time if you're fat and dark skinned. Okay. I'm not here to lie to you just to make you feel good. That's not my mission and my goal. My goal is to tell you the truth. Okay. You might not get good customer service when you're fat and dark skinned. I've heard people talking about fat, dark skinned people in general, or fat people in general, when they're ordering food. They might be just doing something as basic as ordering food from a restaurant. And the person is like, well, they don't even need to be here eating that food. But they don't say that about a slender person. But you sitting up here talking about a fat, dark skinned person or a fat person what they don't need, well, they got to eat too. Now, should they be eating that type of food? Well, you might be right. They shouldn't be eating that, but you don't need to shame the person. That's not going to help them. Okay. But the thing is, you're going to get talked about. Thank you, Bridget Med. You said, I agree with you, Rashida. I see this. I speak from experience, y'all. Okay. What is Trini Wap saying? You said, Trini Wap, you said, but isn't this saying like stay the way or look like how white men been liking you? What do you mean by that? I'm trying to understand. For me, this has nothing to do with white men. I'm not talking about them. I'm just simply saying that I don't want to be a fat, dark-skinned woman, because if I was a fat, dark-skinned woman, I would make my life, good morning, Dave East, I would make my life 10 times worse, and I would be more disrespected in society. People would not like me. People would treat me bad. I would, like I said, I would get bad customer service. I would get low-key darkism. And then people will also play the sympathy card. I don't want sympathy either like that. I don't want unwarranted sympathy where people are just feeling sorry for me because, you know, I'm fat and dark skinned, and they might feel like, well, I can't do certain things for myself. I don't want the sympathy card either. It goes both ways. So what can we do, dark skinned women? And I've talked about this in my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet. This morning, as you guys can see, I am dressed to go run. I live what I preach. Okay. I'm kind of tired too. That's why I'm up here kind of stretching a little bit. Okay. But I live what I preach. I don't come on here and tell y'all, I don't want to be fat and dark skinned, or don't be fat and dark skinned. I believe in taking action. Your action speaks louder than your words. Okay. So what must a dark skinned woman do to not be fat and dark skinned? All right. A dark skinned woman, let me talk about myself. What I have done, because I choose not to be fat and dark skinned. You, first of all, you need to make the choice. You need to say to yourself, I am simply not going to be a big dark skinned girl, a fat dark skinned woman. You need to say that to yourself, make that choice, and come to terms with the fact that you will be mistreated if you're fat and dark skinned. Come to terms with that. Okay. Get out of the denial. Get out of it, because a lot of us, we be in denial and we lie to ourselves. And black men, y'all kind of got something to do with that, because y'all be promoting this thick shit. And y'all don't realize that for dark-skinned women, it could be detrimental. Okay? So let's get out of denial and say, I'm not going to be fat and dark-skinned. Now, for some of us dark-skinned women, we don't have the problem because we got like good metabolisms, and you know, we don't have to worry about gaining weight. And shout out to the dark-skinned women out there that have really good metabolism, and you can eat whatever you want, but you still should be careful. But you ain't got to worry about putting on that weight. So you kind of like out of that category of having to worry about being fat and dark-skinned. Yes, Dave East, you're right. You said sisters mistake thick for fat, Rashida, but you're right. But a lot of black men, y'all got a lot to do with that, because y'all be out here telling a chick that got a big old stomach and a big butt that she thick. Okay. She got, her stomach is about as big as her butt is. And y'all will sit there and be like, ooh, you thick in a positive way. Oh yeah. Come on now. Stop doing that. Stop. So back to what we need to do. So dark-skinned women, if you are slim, what you need to do is just exercise and make sure you eat healthy. Exercise and eat healthy. That is the key. Drink a lot of water. That is the key. Now, I want to talk about the majority, because I think these females right here are probably in the majority, and I am not a weight loss expert at all. I'm just a person that has been able to maintain a good, healthy body weight because I'm conscious and aware of it. I fall in the category of, like most people, if you eat the wrong damn foods and you don't exercise and you don't work out, your ass is going to get big. And that could be any skin color. I don't care. But because I'm very concerned about the state of dark-skinned women and darkism and getting abused even more for being dark-skinned, I'm talking directly to dark-skinned females right now. So what you need to do is you need to cut calories. It's very basic. It's very basic here. Now, some of y'all ain't gonna want to do this. It's a very simple weight loss formula. It's called you take in less calories. You burn more calories, let me put it like this, than what you take in. Very simple. You've got to cut the calories. And believe me, I am a vegan, and sometimes vegans, we do gain weight. Sometimes I gain weight. Yes, I'm not coming to you as this perfect person. But the people that are successful with weight loss is the ones that can say, you know what? I'm putting on too much weight. Let me check this. Let me check it. So the basic thing to do is you have got to control the amount of calories that you're putting in your mouth. And you've got to balance that with working out. Okay. This is very, very, very important. You're not going to lose weight. People love to talk about, I love these people that's these gym rats, especially the men. Y'all wants to make these people feel like, oh, if they go to the gym and they work out, they're going to lose weight. It don't work like that. You have got to cut calories. You can go to the gym 7 days a week, but if you leave in that, and I don't care how long you spend in that gym, I don't care if you in that gym all day. If your ass is eating more calories than you burn, you are not going to lose weight. You have got to cut calories. Say it with me. Cut calories. That's what you got to do. You got to cut the calories. Y'all, it's no way of getting around this. You got to cut the calories. Now, the only time I might argue that you don't need to cut the calories like that or be so calorie conscious is if your ass is a fruitarian or if you're a raw vegan. I have found when there's periods when I go raw vegan, and the brand of raw vegan that I do is fruitarian, where I'm just only on fruits. I don't monitor my calories on there. And I didn't gain weight. In fact, I lost weight. Ate much fruit as I want, lost weight. That's probably the only time in my humble experience that I could say I don't have to sit there and watch the calorie content that I eat. But if you're eating, especially if you're eating the standard American diet, which I don't recommend you do, get off the standard American diet because that's going to cause you a lot of problems. Get out of the fast food restaurants. Please get out of the fast food restaurants. If you're sitting up there eating all this fast food, eating the hamburgers, eating the chicken, eating what else people be out here eating, the soul food, y'all up here fighting over Popeye's chicken, child, please, not on my worst day would I be up here. If I was, I would starve. I'd be fasting before I go and eat a Popeye's chicken sandwich. No thanks, I'm good. That's what my Lauren been saying. Her dad taught her to say, no thanks, I'm good, when she don't want something. I'll be like, no thanks, I'm good. I'm not eating no Popeye's chicken sandwich. The point that I'm trying to make to y'all is you got to cut the calories. You got to stop eating the fast food. You got to stop eating the fast food. Fast food restaurants are our downfall, dark-skinned women. The real fast food, I heard somebody say, and I can't remember who this was, is fruits. You can go in any fast food restaurant. Now, y'all, by the way, make sure y'all donate to my GoFundMe. Make sure you guys donate to my GoFundMe, okay? I need to raise at least $1 million to continue to produce my shows on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. So make sure you don't make that donation. I put all the links where you can go either to my PayPal, my Cash App, or to my PayPal or my GoFundMe. So all the information is in there. But the real fast food is going into a grocery store or going into even the farmer's market and picking up, good morning, Vegeta from Universe 7, and picking up a banana, an orange, something like that. In fact, last night I had some fast food. I had a bowl of fruit, and I still got the bowl sitting here. Shame on me, but it was late at night and I got hungry. That's another thing. I'm just giving y'all some tips here on what you could do. If you get hungry in the middle of the night, you wake up, eat some fruit. I do it all the time. This bowl right here was filled up with fresh fruit. Fresh fruit, okay? Last night, 12 o'clock at night, I I got the munchies and I get it. We get hungry. And I'm not telling you to deprive yourself because I like to eat my damn self. Okay, last night I had me a big old bowl of fruit and it was damn good. It was mixed fruit. I had a medley of what was in here: pineapple, cherries. What else was in there? Not papaya, cantaloupe, just a big old mixture of fruit. And I had put the bowl inside the refrigerator to keep it cold. And that's what you need to do. Have fruit on hand as snacks. Instead of going to the candy bars, instead of going to the high fattening fruits, the cakes. And I love cakes like anybody else. Let me tell you, it's a wonderful vegan vegetarian / vegan shop down on Central. If you're in St. Petersburg, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name. That's a shame. I don't know the name. But I've been frequenting that place for years. And they have the best vegan sweets. And I gained some weight off of eating them damn vegan feasts. Yes, vegans can gain weight. I gained weight off of eating those vegan sweets, y'all. I did. But I'm always checking myself. Yes, I'm a obsessive compulsive wear of myself. I will do that from time to time because I don't want to be fat and dark skinned. I don't want to be fat and dark skinned. That's another thing I want to say. Y'all, I'm just throwing out tips all over the place here. Okay. Make sure y'all drop me a donation there. Good morning, everybody. For these tips, these great, excellent tips on what you could do to not be fat and dark skinned. People, dropping my GoFundMe link in there on Facebook. Make sure you make. Let me tell you, I used to go down there, and I have been down there recently. I ain't gonna lie. Eating, they got the cookies, they got the cakes, they got these lemon bars. Oh my God, I could be here all day. There's fat vegans out there. But what you can do to not be, if you want to be a vegan, if you decide you want to go vegan, is eat more of the whole fruit and vegetables, okay? Meaning get off the processed foods. And of course, I'm talking to myself because I have to remind myself. I don't want people to sit up here and think that I'm not talking to Rashida Strober. I'm talking to me as well. Making these videos is helpful to myself. It's therapeutic to myself because I'm saying these things out loud. You know, sometimes it's good to hear yourself say these things out loud. When you hear yourself say these things out loud, it programs your brain. Okay, this is what I know I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm not just acting like I'm on top of this mountain and I'm on top of this hill and I don't need to do this stuff. That's not what this is. I'm trying to help y'all. As well as I'm trying to help myself. Okay. One of the things I could recommend is I would like to see more dark-skinned women go vegan. And I've said this before. I would like to see more light-skinned women go vegan. And when you go vegan, the fruits and the vegetables is key. The whole plant, I can't stress enough, that comes out of the ground is key. Do not become one of those vegans that wants to be on the fake meat, the fake, the vegan fake meat, or that wants to be on all the processed vegan food. Get you the whole potatoes. So, for example, one of the vegan meals that I'm probably going to prepare this because I set it out in the refrigerator to prepare as a whole plant-based meal. I've got some cauliflower. I'm a big fan of cauliflower, and I got a potato in there. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up that potato, cut the cauliflower. They already pretty much cut up. Get me some fresh whole plant-based seasonings like the garlic, the onion, the oregano, different herbs and spices that I use, the cracked black pepper, the sea salt, and I'm gonna make a big old dish of cauliflower and potato. That is a plant-based vegan meal. Forget the fake vegan ribs, the fake vegan chicken. I mean, I see all this fake vegan food, and I understand that these people are new to veganism and they want to try to make it taste like me. I get that. I understand. But y'all, I've been a long time vegan here, going on damn near 10 years. And before that, I was a vegetarian. Started that shit back in 2004 and was off and on from it from like really 98 up until 2000. And I dated a guy that was a vegetarian, and he shot out the Iron Man. I always have to give him his credit because I watched this man grow plants. I watched this man be a real vegetarian. I've seen it in action. Okay. And this was before people started talking about this stuff on the internet. I know some hardcore real vegans, the real deal. Respect to them. And I learned the most from them by living that life. And I'm telling you, it is in the plants. Get it, and it's simple. Learn to go to the store and get you some potatoes, get you some cauliflower, broccoli, just the whole plants, fruits and vegetables. Learn to do that. Stay the away off the processed foods aisle as much as you can. Again, I'm talking to myself because I'm a fan. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I'm a fan of veggie chips. Oh my God, y'all, I am in love. And I be up in the dollar store. I be up in the dollar store. Yes, I do. Yes. I be up. Yes, you could be a vegan in the dollar store. Yes. Okay. I will admit that. When I go to the dollar store, y'all know what I buy. Let me tell you what I buy. They have these bags of frozen fruits that I love. They got the blueberries. Blueberries are good for brain health. I'm a blueberry girl. I love blueberries. They have the, I buy the blueberries and I buy the strawberries and the mixed berries. Those are my three favorites. I will go in there and I will load up. I mean, people be throwing me shade in the line because I be buying like 30 bags at one time of these berries. And they be like, oh, you know, girl, you know, some of these cashiers or somebody behind you, you buying up all the fruit. What you gonna make with that? Da, 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 da. Okay, it's all good though. They be throwing shade, some of them. But anyway, I like to go in the dollar store and I get the berries, and I like to get the veggie chips. And Lauren, my daughter, she loves, I make her vegan lunches for school, okay? She adores those veggie chips. So, I mean, I'm guilty of eating the processed vegan food too. But I will tell you that when I go into a grocery store, I am mainly in the fruit and vegetable aisle. Okay, that's where I'm at. I'm getting, I like potatoes. I'll tell y'all some of my staples. I love potatoes. I love rutabagas. I love, what else? I love coconut milk. Oh, I'm a huge, oh man, I love me some coconut milk. I love berries of all kind. I love carrot juice, carrots. I've got some, I'm gonna tell y'all what I got in there right now. I got some celery in there and some tomatoes. I'm gonna make the real B8 juice. I'm not putting no salt in it, nothing else in it. I cut up my, yesterday, I cut up my tomatoes and my celeries because the celery, like, it was getting ready to go bad, because sometimes that's why I don't like to buy a whole lot at one time. That's another tip I'll give you. I don't know if you have a big family or not, but it's just me and Lauren here, and I just don't like buying a whole lot of food. That's another one of my tricks. I don't put a whole lot of food in my refrigerator because I just don't like it. For me, less is more, less is more. So, but anyway, I noticed that my celery was on the verge of going bad, and I don't like to waste food, so I chopped it up yesterday, put it in the freezer. And it wasn't organic. I know that some people be like, oh, on this organic tip, one of the things you could do to get around that, get you some vinegar, get you some veggie wash. And that's what I did. I got the vinegar, washed it off, put it in the freezer, and I'm going to make me some real B8 juice. Okay. Yes, the real kind. And yeah, but I get, like I said, tomatoes, avocado. I love avocado. Yes, that's one of the more fattening vegan products or vegan foods, but I love it. Bananas, I keep frozen bananas in my refrigerator. And I want to say shout out to, about 8 years ago, I watched one of her videos, Annette Larkins, a long time raw vegan, not a vegan, a raw vegan, meaning she does not eat cooked food. I watched one of her videos about 8 years ago, and I saw this woman, beautiful dark-skinned woman, long time raw vegan, make a banana milkshake, and I was like in awe. I was done. And from that day forward, I have been, she's the person, she's the one. I love to give credit. I don't steal, I don't plagiarize. You're never gonna see me do that. I'm always give people their credit, because I don't like people stealing from me, coming on there, watching my videos, stealing all my ideas, taking it back to their audience. People with bigger platforms that stole and ripped me the fuck off. So I will never do that. I'm gonna always be honest and say where I got an idea from. I got that idea from Annette, dark-skinned Annette Larkins. When I watched that, I sure did. And she's, you know, from that point on, I started going to the farmer's market and getting or to Save a Lot even. I get my bananas and I keep me some frozen bananas. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the best treats in the world is coconut milk with some frozen bananas. Okay, I've got me some maca powder in there. I've got me some cacao powder. I've got my flaxseed. These are the things that I buy when I go to the store. What else? I've got my garlic and onion. I freeze this stuff. What else I got in there? I got my black rice. Okay. I've got my coconut oil. I'm just trying to give y'all a glimpse into what I buy. My cherries. I love cherries. I adore grapes. Grapes are a great snack food. If you're getting the munchies in the middle of the night, instead of reaching for the bad stuff, have your grapes on hand. I'm a huge mango fan. Mango is my friend. In fact, I might have a mango meal tonight. There's something that I promote, and I can't remember where I got this from, who said it. I like giving people the credit where it's due because I'm an honest person. I don't like to take and steal from people. But the concept of mono meals, and I'm sorry, I can't remember where I first heard this one from, but probably with some raw vegan YouTubers. Shout out to the vegan and raw vegan YouTubers. The concept of eating a mono meal, meaning you eat one thing at a time, is a very important concept. And for me, my favorite mono meal of all time is sitting down to a big bowl of mangoes. Now, the cantaloupe runs second place. Mangoes, I just get me a big old thing of mangoes, maybe 5 or 6 mangoes. Sometimes I've eaten 10 at a time, and that's my meal for the day. That's what I eat for the day, just loading my body up with that freaking nutrients. I'm giving y'all some tips because I don't want to be fat and dark skinned. Remember what I'm saying. Y'all getting tips from a long time vegan. I've been in the vegan game for years, was in the vegetarian game for years. Now I want to be in the raw vegan game. See, that's why I had to shout out Annette Larkins, because she been in the raw vegan. It's a difference now. She been in the raw vegan game for about 40 plus years. Okay. The raw vegan, meaning that's the highest level that I want to get to. If I could get to the raw vegan game, oh man, that would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let me tell you guys. In July, I ran my first 10K race at the age of 41. Now, I've been running for years now, but this was the first time I ran a 10K race. All right. And it is thanks to I'm about giving credit where it's due. Now, it is the YouTube and the internet that put me on to raw veganism. Now, I've been vegetarian, vegan well before the internet came along. Been on that. And I have to give thanks to the guys that I dated from the Caribbean, from the islands. Shout out to them, and to the Uhuru movement. The internet didn't introduce me to being a vegetarian or a vegan because I already was that before the internet. What the internet did introduce me to, and I'm giving Annette Larkins the credit for this, is raw veganism. Raw, meaning don't eat cooked food of any kind. And there's a runner, the Fruitarian Runner. Shout out to the Fruitarian Runner. I watched a couple of his videos. Again, I'm about giving people credit. I don't plagiarize from people. I tell the truth. I would never do that to other people. And I learned about this concept of being a raw vegan and as it relates to running, because I'm always looking for better ways to keep me running and keep me fit. And so I want to say shout out to Annette Larkins and these Fruitarian runners and the raw vegan runners, because I learned a lot about using fruits and using the raw food diet to sustain my running career, if you will. And when I ran my first 10K marathon, now y'all might think this is counterproductive, that I would have fell out. I didn't. I went fruitarian, which is a level of veganism, which is a level of raw veganism. I went straight fruitarian for about 2 months. Only fruits. And then when it was getting closer to the race, I went liquidarian, fruitarian liquidarian, meaning I was eating or drinking fruits. Okay. And I'm telling you, I had to run in my life. It was nothing. 41, running a 10K. It was nothing. Finished the whole thing in I believe it was about an hour and 20 minutes, because I was pacing myself. I wasn't out to win the race. That was not my goal. My goal was to finish that motherfucker, because it's not about who wins the race. It's about who finishes. It's about longevity. It's about staying power. That's what we're about. Staying power, right? And if we want to have that staying power, if you want to win, I'm telling you right now, vegan is the way to go. And if you can do it, if you want that the superior, yes, I will say superior. If you want to be superior, raw veganism is it. All right. Raw veganism is it. So the whole thing is, and I hope y'all take away something from what I'm saying, is it's all about, I don't want to be, what we're doing here is we're trying to decrease darkism. There's ways that we can mitigate darkism. We can help ourselves to mitigate darkism. And one of the ways we can do it is through diet and exercise. And that's why I've said I don't want to be fat and dark skinned. So I'm motivated by that. And I'm motivated to eat the right foods. I'm motivated to get out here and exercise. Even if my body don't want to do it, I force my body to do it. And on the days that I'm real busy and I can't work out, let me tell y'all what I do. It's a fruit day or a liquid day. It's a fruit day or a liquid day, straight up. I won't even eat. Like tomorrow, for example, I'm going to be working all day. One of the professions, y'all, I got multiple jobs, multiple hustles, is life insurance is what I do as well. I'm going to be working all day tomorrow. I'm going to be on that juice. It ain't going to be that gin and juice. We don't want to be on the gin and juice, y'all. Don't listen to what they're telling y'all in the videos, in these music videos where they don't like us. They don't want us at, okay? They promoting smoking weed, eating bad food, drinking Hennessy, being on that gin. Go ahead. If you want to do that, you're going to fuck yourself up even worse, because you'll be out of your mind. You'll be on drugs and out of your mind and on alcohol. And that's going to even further the impact of darkism, because it's going to make you into an unproductive person. You run around here drunk. You run around here throwing up. You run around here bloated. You don't want to be like that. Don't listen to what they got to say in the music videos. Okay? Don't listen to that foolishness. What you should be doing is going vegan. Go vegan and exercise. Drink a lot of water. That's another part of it. I don't like water at all. I'll be the first person to tell you, but I drink a lot of water on a day-to-day basis. Okay? I haven't had any water this morning because I'm planning on going running after I get off here. And I'm about to get off here right now because it's 8:44 and I'll be on here talking all day. But you know, I don't like to drink a lot of water before I run because I don't want to have to go pee. I don't want to have to go pee. And I'm sorry, some of y'all comments I didn't see here, but I want to say shout out to everybody that's on here commenting this morning. Aaron Hubbard, shout out to you. Sydney, shout out to you. Bobby, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's commenting on here. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of water before I run because I don't want to have to be stopping to go to the bathroom. But that's the only reason why. But I drink a lot of water. And also, I'm a big fan of filtered water. That's just me. I like filtered water. I do have a water filter on my sink. And I also have the Brita filter where you put, you pour the water in it. What do you call it? The jug. Y'all know I grew up in the ghetto. I call it the jug. Grew up in the hood. Jug of juice. But y'all know what I'm talking about. It's where you can filter the water in a jug thingy. And I drink my water. I drink my green juice. What's that in my mouth? I drink my green juice. And I do all of that. And that's what you got to do. You got to drink your water. You got to be on your green juice. You got to be on your cardio. That's another thing. Cardio, if you want to lose weight, you need to do cardio. Yes, you need to do cardio. Okay, I'm not opposed to people going to the gym and being up in the gym on their weightlifting shit. I ain't opposed to that, but you gotta do cardio. If you do cardio and you combine that cardio with eating correctly, cutting calories, you're gonna lose weight. People, it's just a simple mathematical formula. Okay, you're gonna lose weight. If you go and pounding the pavement and then turn around and just putting all these excess calories in your body, you're going to have a problem with weight loss. You're going to have a problem. Bobby Burge, you said, when did you stop eating meat? This is like way back in 2004. 2004. It's been a long time. I was vegetarian on the cheese and dairy meat, the dairy train, which is bad as well. And I found out later that was bad. And I did have relapses. Let me say this. I don't want to in no way, shape, or form come off to people as being perfect, a perfect vegetarian or vegan. I'm not going to do that because I don't lie. There have been times where I have fell off the train and went back to the drug called meat, the crack called meat. Yes, it's crack. It's crack. It's crack. I fell off the train, but here's what you do. You get your, now that hasn't happened recently now, but I'm just saying there have been times in my journey where I fell off the train and went back to meat. So it hasn't been like a straight linear line here. That's not what this is. So if you fall off the train, good morning, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you fall off that train, let me tell you what you do. You get your ass up, you dust your ass off, and you get your ass back on the train. That's what you do. If you get pushed out the line, you get your ass up and you get back in the damn line. You don't go and continue doing the same behavior. You get back in line. That's what you do. And that's what the successful people do, because over time it's a habitual thing. If you continue to practice, you are going to be successful eventually. Okay. So it's not about being this perfect vegetarian or vegan or raw vegan. That's not what it's about. It's about a gradual progression over time of continuing to make progress. That's what you got to do. And it'll all lead to not being fat and dark skinned. Because the whole point is, I don't want dark skinned women to be victimized even more than what they already are. We are victims of darkism in a society that says that the standard of beauty is the light skinned, the white skinned woman that's slender, but it's a hierarchy. If she's fat and light skinned or fat and white, she's going to get more privilege. And as you get darker, you're going to get less privilege and more abuse. So again, this is about mitigating darkism. And one of the ways that Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, does that is through diet and exercise. Yes. Diet and exercise. Okay. Now what am I finna go do this morning? I'm finna get off of here. I'm looking at the time. I'm finna get off of here and I'm finna go run. Now, yesterday, I'm back on my 10K shit. Because I told you sometimes I fall off the train too. I've had an increase in work hours over the last 2 months, and that stopped me from getting out there doing the normal amount of running that I had been doing. But recently, over the last 2 weeks, I've gotten back on my 10K train. Yesterday, I did 6 miles. Now, I don't know how many miles I'm going to do today, okay? I don't really go out with a set amount of miles in mind to run. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. But I just try to do as many as I could do. Yesterday, it was 6. Who knows today? It could be 4. It could be 5. It could be 7. I don't know. But I'm finna go out there and I'm finna go do my run. I'm finna run. And when I come back, I'm going to I already got my a couple of juices that I already made. But I might go ahead and make my tomato/celery juice because sometimes I want that salty. The body be calling for salt and sweets, yes. And you can get the salt and sweet through the plants. You want the salt? Do the celery, do the tomato with the natural salt in it. Do the cucumber. You want the sweet? Do a sweet, juicy mango, for example. You can get that from the plants. So I got my juices pretty much already made. So when I come back, you always want, that's another thing. You always want to have a recovery drink or a recovery meal. For me, I prefer to have a recovery drink. My recovery drinks consist of coconut water because of the electrolytes. Okay. They say it's the natural electrolytes versus Gatorade with the electrolytes in it. I do not drink Gatorade. No. If I want electrolytes, I will drink me some coconut water. coconut water, my friends, is so hydrating. Or I will drink beet juice, which I absolutely hate, but it's so damn good for you. What other recovery drinks? Just like a basic smoothie with whatever you want to put in it. That's my recovery drink. Water, obviously. I don't like water, but water, obviously. Recovery meal could be, if you raw vegan, any type of fruit, a salad. If you are regular vegan, potato, rice and beans. But I don't recommend eating it like right after you run. Don't do that. Give your system a chance to like bring it down. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to like, I would never, me personally, eat like right after I run. It'll have to be like a couple of hours after I run. Same thing before I run. Don't eat. Fasted cardio. There's this concept called fasted cardio, where you do not eat anything before you work out. That's what I do. For some reason, I just feel better where I ain't got all this food in my system that I need to digest while I'm out here trying to run or I'm out here trying to work out. It's just a better feeling overall. So, but yeah, y'all, I hope that I have said something today that will help you and to help you to understand why it's not a good thing to be fat and dark skinned. I don't want to be abused more because I'm dark skinned. I don't want to be used by men. And yes, some of y'all will use us if we allow you to. I want to mitigate darkism. And one of the ways that I do that is through diet and exercise. And I want you to do the same. So I'm going to get out of here and because it's almost 9 o'clock. I've been on here like almost an hour, y'all. Dang, I could talk. Woo! I'm going to get out of here and go ahead and get out here to this park and go on and work out. And yeah, I hope I said something that encourages you this morning. I really do, especially dark-skinned women that are heavy set. It's not meant to, I might have to come back on here and do this story, y'all. I'm reading this ridiculous story. I keep seeing it on the Google. Studio exec suggested Julia Roberts play Harriet Tubman. Now, how stupid is that? I don't know if y'all can see that. How stupid is that? How idiotic is that? That's darkism. That's the darkism stupidity that I'm talking about. Anyway, it's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin, the first to introduce the topic of colorism and darkism to social media. They mocked me, then they motherfucking copied me. But you're not the dark skin activist. I want to encourage everybody to make a donation to my End Darkism campaign. Now, there's 3 ways that you can make the donation. You can go to my GoFundMe, and I'm going to put the links here in the description. It's also in the chat box. It's all over the place, so it's not hard to find. You can go to my GoFundMe and make your donation. If you give anything $40 or above, I will send you an autographed copy of one of my books, okay? It'll either be Darkism, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, or Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. Now, you can go to my GoFundMe and donate, or you can go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can make that donation there, or you can go to my Cash App, okay? The Cash App is Rashidalala. Now, I'm sitting in front of my phone here, and I would love to see that ping for somebody giving a donation to my Cash App. But my goal is to raise $1 million in order to continue to produce shows on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. So that's where the funding goes. The funding goes to locking down a venue. I have to pay for those things, and they cost money. They're not cheap. Locking in a venue. The funding goes to hiring a tech person to tech the shows, camera person, all those types of things, the lighting people I have to have. Of course, the marketing costs, the travel costs, that's where the funding goes. So if you support the work that I've been doing for the longest before anybody ever talked about it, if you support the real work of dark skin activism, make sure you go to one of these locations where I just gave you. Like I said, you go to my Cash App, sitting up here looking at my Cash App right now. Go make that donation. Rashidalala. My PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. or my GoFundMe and make a donation. I suggest that you get all 3 of my books. You can read all 3 of them for yourself, and some people have done that. Thank you to the people that have bought all 3 of my books, because you are truly getting the dark-skinned activist, a dark-skinned activist, a darkism education. When you get the books, if you get them through me, they're $40 a piece. And again, that money goes directly to the End Darkism campaign to continue to produce my shows. So get all 3: A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, Darkism, and Token Dark Girl. Those 3 books alone will give you a definitive darkism, dark-skinned activist education. Now, what you can do is you can buy the books for someone else, because we know in the Black community that we all need to be exposed and educated to, I don't know what's going on here with my, there we go. I don't know what happened there with the signal. It went out there for a minute. But we know that in the Black community that everybody needs to be exposed to this thing called dark-skinned activism, because a lot of people have experienced darkism, but there was no movement to articulate it until now. So you all got friends and family out there that are victims of darkism, and now you have been exposed to a person that articulates this struggle like no other. So get the book for them. Darkism, once again, the books are Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, and Token Dark Girl. Get the books. Get all 3 of the books, and you can pass it on to someone else as a gift to be able to read. And once again, I want to reiterate that the links to where you can go and do your thing to get the book, the GoFundMe link, the PayPal, and the Cash App name is all in the description. If you're watching me on Facebook, it's in the description above. And if you are watching me on YouTube, it's either in the chat box or it's in the description to the live. All right. So make sure you support the work of the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I got to get out of here because I will keep talking. I got to get out here and I got to get my run in, because I don't want to be fat and dark-skinned. I truly don't. Y'all have no idea of how much I don't want to be fat and dark-skinned, and I won't be fat and dark-skinned. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and click those in buttons on YouTube, Facebook, and letting that go out. And make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all comment. Give me share with me y'all thoughts in the comment section. And make sure you hit this the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you will get the notification when I go live, because some of y'all have been telling me you didn't know I was going live. That's because you probably need to go ahead and hit that notification button. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Y'all have an awesome day. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, and I will talk to y'all again soon.